So thank you, Dr. Palmer, for that very dynamic speech. I think you actually said what I wanted to say, so I'll find out substantially. I'm here to speak about aquatic blue foods and the importance of how they have now gained strategic visibility within the next Kampala Africa's Comprehensive Agricultural Development Plan over the next 10 years. So I won't go into detail because in terms of the importance of blue foods and why we need them in our food systems, the Kampala Declaration that begins next year, 2026 to 2035, for the first time really gives visibility to aquatic blue foods, which we've been struggling for over the last 2 decades, I guess, of the NEPAD program. So within the new Kampala strategy, there are a number of areas that aquatic blue foods fits under the 6 strategic objectives, but specifically under strategic objective 3, which is on ensuring food security and nutrition, there are 8 key objectives for aquatic blue foods or fisheries and agriculture that we will now implement and track over the next decade. So just to say that from the AUDA side, we've been in implementation, as my director said in the opening, and just to highlight 4 or 5 main key areas that we are going to be looking at to try to support the implementation of the NEPAD Kampala strategy. So the first is on data and valuation. We're supporting member states to systematically assess and value their aquatic food economies so that we can attract additional investment. On governance and policy implementation, we're working with our sister agency, IVA and AUC, to embed aquatic food systems into national and regional agricultural food strategies that are aligned with the EU frameworks. And this includes promoting co-managed and inclusive governance and all that brings in terms of women, youth, small-scale fishes, and marginalized sectors of the population. The third is around sustainable agricultural development. In addition to supporting the member states and regional economic communities to implement the policy framework and reform strategy, our blueprint for fisheries and agriculture, we're also working with the private sector. We host the Secretariat of the World Agriculture Society African chapter and are really driving establishing a platform on an annual basis to allow for the coming together of multi-stakeholder communities around agriculture to talk, to dialogue, and to innovate. The fourth one, and second last, is around trade and value chains. And here we're promoting regional value chains for aquatic products, including the underutilized and promising value chains like seaweed, while tackling barriers to intra-African trade, looking at harmonized standards and quality assurance. The last but not least is around partnerships and financing. And as part of the new Blue Economy program that the director alluded to in the opening, we're looking to establish a framework for African Blue Economy business partnership and finance as a facility that will serve to crowd in private sector capital, development finance, and other sources to scale locally driven aquatic food enterprises. So in closing, just to say that Africa cannot achieve resilient agri-food systems or meet its nutrition goals without unlocking the potential of its aquatic foods. We call on partners to work with us to realize the commitments of the Kampala agenda and to ensure that blue foods are no longer a missing piece, but the blue engine of Africa's food